So a couple of days ago, I uploaded a video talking about the pink sauce situation, and more specifically the fact that Chef Pii, the creator of the pink sauce, has made a bunch of claims stating that a company that she's been working with is stealing money from her. The company is Dave's Gourmet. They started working with Chef Pii to manufacture this pink sauce and sell it when Chef Pii was kind of getting a bunch of backlash because she didn't know how to actually run the company herself. And for the longest time, it seemed like it was going okay. I mean, we hadn't heard of the pink sauce for many months, but they were in Walmart. I'm assuming some people were buying them. She was making a bunch of TikToks bragging about how many sales she was getting. It seemed fine. But then out of nowhere, we got this GoFundMe made by Veronica Shaw, who is Chef Pii, the creator of the pink sauce, called Help Get Justice for the Pink Sauce, and she's currently raised over $1,000. Well, now we do actually have an update to this situation, hence why I'm making this video, obviously, and it's probably not going to be shocking to anyone, because it turns out there's a good chance that Chef Pii is lying. Yes, I know that is the least surprising thing you've probably heard today. Chef Pii has lied on numerous occasions throughout this whole situation for the past year or so. But if it does become clear that Chef Pii has 100% lied, because at this moment in time it is just allegations, but if she is genuinely lying about this situation, it's a whole new level of disgusting, and it just kind of proves that she hasn't learned anything from the backlash that she's received. But before we get into the new information, which is specifically a response from Dave's Gourmet, let's just get a bit of a reminder as to what Chef Pii was claiming. Hi, my name is Veronica Shaw. I'm the founder of the Pink Sauce LLC, one of the most viral sauce sensations of 2022. As a young entrepreneur with big dreams, I followed my intuition and went forth toward my dreams to create something new. I made a few mistakes on the way, which led me to trust a company that is trying to take everything from me. They lied to me. They are not paying me and are not being transparent about records. Now, straight away, that is a very big claim, right? They are not paying me and are not being transparent about records. When you read that sentence, you would assume that Dave's Gourmet haven't sent any money to Chef Pii. They haven't paid her anything and have just took the money for themselves. I know one theory that was kind of going around was the fact that maybe it said in the contract that they had to sell a certain amount of sauces before she got paid and they just didn't reach that number. But as we'll see later on in this video, it does seem like Chef Pii has been paid by Dave's Gourmet, and actually quite a lot of money. I have tried on multiple occasions to try and come to one accord with them, but they refuse to reimburse me for marketing expenses that I spent my own fund towards. I'm a single mum and I do everything for my kids. Right now, I don't have enough money to buy my kids food on my own. My mum is on disability and has been giving us $20 just to get by on a daily basis. School is a few days away. I haven't been able to get my kids clothes or anything. I'm currently facing an eviction that has gone into default. The sheriffs can come to my door any day now. I need legal help. They are refusing to pay me the royalty that is owed to me. I don't know what else to do. I can't give up. I need help. So yet again, very big claims, because Dave's Gourmet is an actual business, right? They didn't just come along to, like, release this pink sauce. They release products of their own, and if it is known that they steal money from their clients, that could really affect their business, obviously. And the claims become a lot more damaging when you bear in mind that Chef Pii is talking about how she can't afford stuff for her kids. She can't afford clothes, food, all this stuff. She's apparently going to get evicted because she has no money due to Dave's Gourmet not paying her. Like, these are very serious claims, and they are so serious that you would surely think, if I am going to put this out there in the public eye, I definitely can't be lying, because obviously they're going to respond, and if I am lying, they're just going to prove me wrong. Well, it seems like Dave's Gourmet have decided to prove Chef Pii wrong, and they've actually included some evidence, which is more evidence than Chef Pii has shown us so far. And yeah, they've now actually spoke to Insider, who have written an article about it, to give their side of the story. So this is what they've said. We disagree with Miss Shaw's allegations. Dave's Gourmet has paid Chef Pii over $120,000 to date, and it continues to make all payments as due and on time based upon the terms of the contract. So straight away, a very big difference in the story, right? On one side, you've got, they're not paying me at all, and on the other side, you've got, oh, we've actually given her 6 figures. Which I've got to say straight away, is a lot more money than I would have ever thought Chef Pii would have got out of this deal originally. So if this is true, and there is a little bit of proof later on to suggest it is true, but if it is true, like, that's a good amount of fucking money. And especially when you bear in mind, this is all within the last year. It's actually been a year and 18 days, I believe, as I'm recording this video. She's received $120,000 for this deal within the last year. That's a lot more money than most people make. Insider reviewed screenshots of bank statements shared by Dave's Gourmet reflecting payments it says it made to Shaw, as well as a company called Flavor Crazy Inc., which is registered in her name. There were 12 total transactions in the screenshots, totaling $120,000. So if we do some basic maths here, it seems like Chef Pii's part of this deal was getting paid $10,000 a month. Which, I mean, That's good money. Now, is there a chance that Dave's Gourmet actually owe Chef Pii more than this $120,000? Of course there is, right? There could be extra parts of the deal. Maybe she gets a percentage on however many products they sell and so on. Maybe she is owed more money. But if she has actually been paid the $120,000, which it seems like she has, this GoFundMe is extremely, extremely dishonest. I mean, she literally said the words, "They are not paying me," which makes me and probably everybody else who's read this think they haven't paid her a single penny yet. And also, in the last part of this paragraph where she's talking about how she can't afford anything for her kids, can't afford like school clothes and all this stuff, if she actually has been paid $120,000, the only way you can't afford this stuff is if you have been really bad with your money. Which, if that is the case, that isn't Dave's Gourmet's fault. Obviously, they've paid you $120,000. If you've spent all that and you haven't been smart with your money, that's not on them. You've earned a lot more money than most people in the world, and yeah, people get by with a lot less. Now, of course, what I'm saying here is just based on the fact that she did get the 120k. Maybe there is another part of the story that we aren't made aware of yet, but it does seem like that is the case from the information we've actually been given, because Chef Pii hasn't really shown us anything yet. The payments began in August 9th, 2022, according to the documents provided by Dave's, and the latest transaction occurred on August 17th of this year, which, by the way, is a day after she made this GoFundMe. So if this is true, she has been paid since making this GoFundMe, and she is still taking people's money as like a donation, claiming that she's not received any money. Like, there's something really sketchy going on here by somebody, because let's just say it's Chef Pii who's lying here. There's gotta be some laws against this, right? Taking donations for something that is a complete lie, whilst at the same time trying to ruin the reputation of a company that is paying you and have paid you a lot of money within the last year. Like, there's gotta be some, like, law against this, surely. I just hope, for the sake of people who have actually been kind enough to donate their money, that there is more to this story and Chef Pii isn't just straight up lying, because if she is, she's obviously just stealing from people who probably don't earn $120,000 a year. They probably earn a lot less. Dave's added in its statement that it has adhered to the terms of the agreement with Miss Shaw and is attempting to work with her to mediate the dispute. We've offered to reimburse Miss Shaw for her lawyer's time to go over the terms of the agreement and how it relates to the payments that were made to Miss Shaw. The statement continued. She indicated that she's open to an amicable resolution of the dispute and the parties are in discussions. So yeah, I mean, if I was to just guess, which, yet again, this is just kind of speculation at this point, it's not based on complete fact, but from what I'm reading here, it does seem like that maybe Chef Pii just didn't understand the contract, and then she just saw some numbers and was like, oh, that's what I'm gonna get, so I'm gonna sign it. When in actual reality, if you read a contract like this, it's the same with like brand deals and stuff, you might see numbers that are very appealing, but then it becomes very clear that you have to do certain things and reach certain goals to get that amount of money, right? And I mean, when we're talking about someone who just released a sauce without doing any research on how to package it and how to do it safely and legally, it wouldn't surprise me if she just didn't read the contract properly. But yeah, I do wonder if we are going to get a response from Chef Pii now, because if it does actually come out that she's received $120,000 within the last year from Dave's Gourmet, and she's made this GoFundMe, like asking people for money who yet again probably earn a lot less than her, and she's completely twisted the truth to make it seem as if that she's been promised this money, hasn't received any money at all, and now it's affected her family life and all this stuff. There's something really fucking dodgy about this, and when you add that on top of everything that she's already done with the pink sauce, with the lying and the belittling of people who tried to review her product just because they give a negative review, like, it's really not a good look. And realistically, who would want to work with her after this? Because if she did get paid 120k, she got really lucky, because her reputation was so bad. I can't imagine there'd be many people who wanted to work with her at that point, because she'd been on like a talk show where she received massive backlash, the product received massive backlash, and then this company came along and kind of took a risk, right? They took a product that had a bad reputation, manufactured it for her, sold it for her, and then paid her 120k in a year. Which is crazy money. Or at least crazy money in the first year of your business, right? You've got someone who is manufacturing it and selling it, and you get paid 6 figures. Like, it's a fucking good deal. But yeah, maybe there's some added details that we aren't aware of yet. Maybe we are going to hear some more information in the next few days. I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below on whose side you are kind of on and who you believe. I think, unfortunately, for Chef Pii's sake, it's the whole, you know, the boy who cried wolf type situation, where she's lied on many occasions now, so if she is telling the truth, she's kind of only got herself to blame because she's lied so often. Of course people are going to think she's lying. And yeah, if it is confirmed that this is a lie, I hope the people who did donate get their money back, because that's absolutely ridiculous. It's disgusting if that's the case, obviously. But who knows, I'm going to leave the video there. There might be another video out in the future talking about this, and yeah, so if you did enjoy, please do a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit, alright? Goodbye.